Good money, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? Y'all getting the 2 for 1. You feel me?
I gotta get my serious face.
I'm here with my dog. You feel me? Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, yeah.
Come on, you supposed to introduce me, man.
You got me geeking, yeah.
I'm regular, bro. I'm regular. We here, man. We here.
It's my dog, man. It's my man Craig, like, bro. The owner of Infamous Clothing. Mainly what you see me wearing, basically. Uh, yeah, we about to have a nice conversation. This is kind of overdue because me and him first actually, linked up last year, and ever since then we built like a genuine connection. It really turned into like a brotherhood. I really appreciate him.
I appreciate you, my brother, for real.
Already, and then since then, we've worked on several things outside of just me interviewing him. This is a genuine friend. This is like when I say my brother, like I mean my brother. You feel me? Let's get into it, bro. Just tell us before we even talk about Infamous, like who are you? What were you doing before this?
Just a kid from Baltimore, regular kid into the arts, into the pop culture, stuff like that. Just a cool kid, man.
For sure.
Super wavy, you dig?
So one thing about you is no matter where you are, who you with, you are the same person. That's consistent. Me and bro, we like. I was talking to him the other day about my fashion sense. Like I'm a big fan of my shorts being significantly higher than my kneecaps. To the degree that my girl don't like it sometimes. But bro, he was like, man, what for real? I'm like, I do the baggy, like you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah.
Shit.
He like, yo,
Everything.
I love the baggy. You see him right now.
Everything baggy, bro.
For sure. So what made you want to get into doing this fashion thing?
Like I always been into like clothes and like shoes and shit like that. I can cuss, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I always been into shit like that.
You on the air?
But but really, like a big influence is my girl. For her, she really made it like seem possible for me to really make money off of what I wanted to do. Like initially, I just started like I just want to do a T-shirt, and then that T-shirt turned into more T-shirts, and it just got developed. But really, my girl played the big part in it for real.
I like that because like normally people who have ties to other creatives, they be like, and then they be like, I don't want to talk about that, blah blah blah. You never shy away from that.
Nah, I don't know. I keep it honest as possible, bro.
Yeah.
That's my motto. Just be real.
Right.
'Cause if you yourself, that's gonna take you further than, just keeping it. Not keeping it real, but just capping really.
Right. So even before that, like you said, you was always into like clothes and shoes and things like that. Where did that stem from? Was it like seeing celebrities?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, like since a kid, I could always just remember being into hip hop music, and then like of course hip hop plays a big influence on street fashion, so that plays a big role. And then even just like on video games and shit, I always used to like customize my characters or like Tony Hawk or a Def Jam, like where you can really create your character. I will always just change the clothes, but that's always been me. I just don't know why.
Okay. So you get into making T-shirts and whatnot. What year was this?
Probably like 2016, 2017.
I'm getting no, that's not the year.
I mean, the idea was probably developed in 2015, but like
Okay.
the actual product was probably like 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to double check with your manager.
Nah, trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
But all right, so 2015 was when I did 2016, 2017 when it came to fruition. What was like your first design?
It was actually a shirt. It said The Infamous, and it had like the Anarchy sign and a dollar bill. And I got that manufactured. That's back before it was the manufacturers out here. Like you really had to search and find a manufacturer. So I think I probably started with probably about like 50 shirts or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just back then it wasn't easy to sell. Whenever you starting a brand, I feel like it's never easy to sell. So I was like really going hand to hand, sending DMs, and like it started off with friends, and then friends turn into like just
Word of
branches
mouth.
out. Yeah. So that's really how I got my start with that.
How did you come up with the name Infamous?
Like that's just me. Like as a kid, I always just been rebellious. Even now, like it's just something about authority. You feel me? I just always buck up to, not necessarily to the extreme, but like all the extra rules and shit. I ain't with all that.
Okay.
But also, Mobb Deep played a big influence, and that goes back into the hip hop thing. Like, so.
What about the 888?
That's just like a lucky number type thing for real. Like the number 8 means a lot, so I kind of just added it on there to kind of make it different. And plus, my logo always has been an 8 ball, and I was like, I wanted to have a triple 8 instead of a regular single 8 in the 8 ball, and I just stuck with it.
Okay. I'm noticing over like the last year specifically, the designs are getting even like crazier, right? Like you going all out there, like even from like this, like you know what I mean? Like how did this kind of evolution or transition, I would say, come about?
Just me wanting to be great for real, man, because I don't like being stagnant. Like, if I feel like I'm being stagnant, I'm kind of getting bored, or like, it's just something within me that I just don't like when I feel like I'm being stagnant.
Okay.
So I try to keep it different.
So from 2017 to 2023, that's 6 years. The rise has been like pretty like monumental. Like,
you feel like that?
I do. I know you're not gonna feel like that because it's your brand. You always want more. Like I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't. I can't go anywhere based without saying it at this point. We went to an Orioles game a couple weeks ago, and the line was long as shit for the bathroom. I'm walking in the bathroom, and I had on the red like biker,
the chocolate joint. Yeah.
Yeah. And a white boy, he stopped. He like, bro, what the fuck, like. And he point. No, it was not Jack. He stopped me. He just pointed at shorts. And I'm like, what? And it's a pair of infamous shorts. And I'm like, oh shit, like it's spread. And this is not like.
I probably know who it is. It probably was my man Jordan for real.
Okay.
Because I think he went to the Orioles game. It was like a night game too, wasn't it?
Orioles, Yankees,
yeah,
probably like
on a Friday or something like that. Saturday. Yeah.
It was, so he stopped me like, bro, look, and I'm like, oh shit, like that's what I'm noticing. It's like it's not just a one lane. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm diverse, but
For sure.
I feel like that's a representation of me because like I got so many different type of lanes and personalities within myself that like it's inevitable for me not to be in those lanes. And I got guys in the street that like to wear my stuff, and I got hype beast kids that like to wear it. Then I got regular people. Like I'm just all over the map for real with it.
Why do you think that is? Like you said, it's in you, but like, why is that such a key factor in your personality to make your clothes accessible to everybody?
Just because like I really have like not ties to people that are like, but like I know people who really are doing certain things, and like I don't know. It just meant everything is written for me already. I feel like everything that's for me is already destined for me.
I see, so many like popular names in Baltimore. You work with, you collaborate with, or you just want to wear your stuff.
Yeah.
Who was like the first person?
So like the very first artist that really I was locked in with, his name was Next to Blow, Tony Next to Blow. Yeah. So that was one of the very first artists, and then from there it went to like him. Then D Nice was one of the first people. And then from D Nice, it was OTR Chaz, and then we developed a relationship, and just from there, it's just been up for real.
I see. I also see with Blue Benjamin, Sleepy.
Yeah, and I met I don't know when I met Sleepy, but that just came naturally too. I think it might have came through Chaz or something, but everything just comes naturally for real.
I see. 2 words that me and you use a lot when we have our conversations are naturally or organic.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
How does that play a factor? Because I see, once they get these clothes from you or whatever, the relationship lasts longer than just high and by.
Yeah, I feel like it's I feel like with any relationship, when you first meet somebody, you ain't going to necessarily be the most friendliest or open, but over time things just develop, and then what's meant is meant for real. Like even with me and your relationship, it was a natural relationship. You bought some clothes, and then it turned into a real friendship, and we got business endeavors together. That's just how things go with me usually.
For sure. And what's it like, being the guy that these artists, these other creatives come to collaborate with?
I don't even feel like that, honestly, but it feels good though to have those connections and relationships with artists, and that's what I'm all about, is just pushing for everybody to do something positive, coming together, whether it's clothes, music, whatever, just coming together and helping each other come up.
What's it like, being this creative who isn't just like labeled a brand owner? Like you do art for other people. You get what I'm saying? Like, what's
I don't know, bro. I'm a humble person, so I don't even be thinking of it like that. It's just me, really. Like, I love to see people win. Like, especially if we locked in as real friends. If I consider you a friend, you're my friend. So I want to see you win in every aspect in life. So that's just how I carry shit.
for sure?
But obviously, you know, in the industry in general, you run into like fake shit and all that. So it's kind of hard to maneuver whose intentions are true and you know who's just trying to be beneficial for real.
You also like are very hands on with like all your work, right? Like you print your own stuff, correct?
Yeah.
How'd you like decide to do that yourself as opposed to going somewhere else?
Like initially, like, cause the manufacturing process, if you know about that process, it is a lengthy process. So like it'll take a month and a half just to get a bulk order of whatever. So for that time being, I'm just not doing anything. So I was like, why not try to print my own stuff? And the first time I tried to print it, it was a disaster, and I was kind of discouraged. But then I just went back to the drawing board and kind of did some more research and figured it out. And initially, my first screen printing, like it was in my apartment. I had a big ass apartment on the bottom floor, and we had the whole shit set up like a factory in the living room.
Yeah.
Like, on God,
That's how dedicated you are.
real shit. Like
Okay.
after we left that apartment, we fucked that apartment up. Paint all over the fucking floor. Like we really did, but that's what got us our start. And it was like it's just a beautiful thing to sit back and look and see how if you know you dedicate yourself to something and really put the time in that it's gonna pay off.
Always, always. What are some of your favorite? Not even designs. What are some of your favorite pieces? Cause you do shorts.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not the right person to ask for that. I feel like I'm very hard on myself.
Okay.
So like I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, but something that I'm trying to develop now more so like clothes. Like I had cargo pants before, but I feel like nobody really appreciated them when I had them. So I'm gonna bring something out like that. And then I have a varsity jacket, but I'm gonna bring out a bomber jacket this year. Like I'm just trying to up the level for real. Every time I do something, I just want to get better and better.
I was just about to bring up the varsity jacket because the colorway is like you know what I mean. It's so
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah.
What's the process like behind deciding what colors you want to use,
So-
design, whatever?
With that, the varsity jacket initially started as a one-time thing, and then like, and I don't feel like nobody before I was doing it, nobody had a varsity jacket, so I turned it into like, okay, I'm gonna just drop one every year and just make it like a special collector's edition type of thing. And as far as colorways, it's just whatever I feel. Really, it's like the last one I dropped was a green and like a cream color, but originally it was gonna be like a sky blue, two-tone blue, and a white.
Okay.
So it really is just going to the drawing board and talking with my team and figuring out what's the best option as far as like that direction.
Okay. I feel like you with your drops, you're pretty much like you keep up time relative, right? The season, the clothes match the season.
Yeah,
You already transitioned. You just dropped a long sleeve.
yeah.
Was that intentional, or is just like I just want to do the long sleeve?
No. It's everything I do is intentional because it's like I don't like to like just drop and not have no type of direction. 'Cause, obviously the weather's about to change, and I was just like, fuck it, I might as well drop the long sleeve. I haven't done it yet, so.
Got you. And what are like some of the drops people can look forward to September, October? You have anything in mind yet?
Sweatsuit, sweatpants. Everybody asks us about sweatpants, so
Yeah.
everybody be ready for the sweatpants.
Okay, for sure. And then what are some of your goals you got other than just upcoming drops?
Just getting the business together as far as like the presentation, the overall like. I have been debating on getting a new studio space or even opening up a store, but I'm kind of hesitant on that.
Why are you hesitant?
I just want to keep the exclusivity. Like
Gotcha.
I'm big with that. Like it's not about the money for me. The money's gonna come, but I'm more so about like building the cult following. Like I want you to feel like you getting something from Supreme or a Bape, like that type of exclusivity. Like you waiting in line for a pair of Jordans.
Can you talk about like that because that's clearly like our coming up. That's what we was looking at online in middle school, high
Bape
school.
Supreme, Jordans,
You know what
shit
I mean?
like that. Yeah.
And all that comes into like the culture of hip hop streetwear. And it's like it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop as well. what kind of effect did hip hop have on you, other than just fashion? You know,
Man, it's like a culture. Really, I appreciate it all from like the early, like the late '70s to now. Like all of it plays a part. Like the artists from the '80s, cross so the Uzi Verts and the Cardis and the Lil Babies can prosper in this generation. Like I just feel like it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful art form.
yeah. So give me your three to five favorite rappers all time.
All time, oh man, definitely got to be. I'm gonna go new school to old school. New
Okay.
school is definitely Uzi, Cardi for sure. Drake. I feel like Drake is a great artist. He's not just hip hop. He's like up there with the Beatles type shit. I fuck
sure.
with Drake. And then older artists, it'll have to be like Mobb Deep, Raekwon. Who else? I love Snoop Dogg too. I feel like a lot of people sleep on him, but I fuck with Snoop Dogg.
Okay. Aside from those drops that we just talked about, what else can the audience look forward to?
I got a show coming together called For the Record. That should be coming soon. Platform with my boy right here and my man Justin. Shout out to him. We putting something together bigger than just the city. Like we're trying to make it something super professional that nobody has done for the city necessarily.
So I was wondering if we could talk about that because I'm
Yeah,
I'm the host. You know what I mean? I'm the host of that.
Yeah.
But how did y'all come up with this idea?
Initially I wanted to do something that was going to be called Infamous Conversations. Whereas like I don't know, like I think we were talking. I was going to have you talk to people and have an in-depth conversation. And then I was talking with Justin one day, and I guess he just fine-tuned the idea into something more commercial, corporate type of vibe, and it turned in For the Record, which is basically talking to artists about music that inspired them and influenced their style. And when we say artists, we're not just talking about rappers and stuff like that. We're talking about painters, or like even if you're like a event coordinator or you're a writer for somewhere, like anybody that's doing some type of art with any type of medium, we're just trying to have a conversation and get in depth, like more interpersonal with the artists.
For sure. It's going to be very accessible. Everybody can enjoy it. You don't have to be a fan of just the artist to enjoy the episode. You can be a fan of just music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That being said, man, anything else you want to tell the people?
Dexter Menswear, the hottest shit coming. That's on the way for sure. And then we got, of course, Infamous. We're just gonna keep it going. Like,
yes, Lord.
I don't got too much to say.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Y'all got 2 interviews out of 1 day from the boy. You know what I mean? That goes to show.
Hard. We working, man. We work every day of the week.
For sure. These 2 people are people I really appreciate in this world for real. Not even just what they do, but they're great, like humble people. So, make sure you lock in. We got Infamous. We got Dexter. For the Record coming soon. And of course,
big 8-baller shit, big Dexy shit,
For the
Record shit. We doing it all.
And we still here, working title.
Yes, sir.